Hey everyone, today we are halfway done with the video series and I'll be telling you about the parts of the geosphere.
Hello world, I'm Christopher Rodriguez. I'm one of the creators of Animals in Time, and I'm here to give you a 24-part video series describing common scientific topics in ways everyone can understand. I'll be giving you the what, the how, and the why you should care about all these topics. Now, this 24-part series will correspond with Animals in Time Volume 1. However, you do not need to be using Animals in Time resources to benefit from these videos. So, let's get started.
Can you believe it? We're halfway done. Okay, that is gonna take me a while to clean up. Guess what? We're also done with plants. We never need to talk about a single plant ever again. Now, we get to talk about the very interesting stuff. This week is about the parts of the geosphere. But you don't know what the geosphere is? Well, it's obviously the, it's probably the, most likely, maybe. You know what, one second. Oh, easy, okay. The geosphere is, no wait, you have to guess. It's a sphere and you live on, it's the Earth. The Earth? I know all about the Earth, you might say. Yeah, it's just a big rock with lots of mountains and oceans and trees and grasses that, we walk on. Well, I say, there is so much going on top, inside, and even above the Earth that you don't even know about, which is why I'm here to tell you. You can look at our planet as a big, round cake. And today, we're gonna take a look at one slice of Earth pie. Sounds delicious. On the inside corner of our slice, we have something truly terrifying. Lava. That's right, you're standing only about 4,000 miles or so above a huge, swirling, bubbling ball of magma. Doesn't the floor feel a bit warmer now? Turns out that the Earth's core isn't solid at all. It's liquid. The lava and magma at the center of the Earth is made up of liquefied rock and metal. And that mushy stuff down there is what allows the Earth's plates to move against each other, causing earthquakes. Of course, the core is way too hot for us to do any exploring or anything down there. So the only way we know anything about the core is because of the size and patterns of the earthquakes that we can measure. And this is good because you'd never get me to do any videos about this from down there. But if the Earth's core is liquid, why aren't we just slipping and sliding around all the time? I'm glad you asked, because the next piece of our pie is what's called the mantle. Between the core of the Earth and the surface, there's a huge layer of rock that makes up more than 3/4 of the Earth's mass. There's a lot we don't know about the mantle, and we can't just go down there because it's solid rock. But what we do know is pretty cool. Between the Earth's surface and the mantle, there's a little gap called the transition layer. And so this layer supports the Earth's plates, but also allows them to move around, using what all slip and slides use. Water. The mantle's transition layer is full of crystals that melt into water, causing the plates to slip around, and then the water makes its way up back to the surface again. Now we get to the crust of our little slice of Earth pie, which represents the crust? Oh, that's funny. I thought it was actually called the crust, because, wait, it really is? This is by far my favorite part of the geosphere. It's the only part I've been to. Even though the crust is only about 25 miles thick, which is less than 1% of all the Earth's mass, all the life we know of lives on this tiny little layer. Like I said before though, the crust isn't just one solid layer like the peel of an orange. It's got lots of cracks that form tectonic plates that when they rub against each other cause earthquakes. Next time you want to scare someone, just, casually remark that, oh, The Earth is cracked. You wouldn't be wrong. So, we finished our slice of Earth pie, and I have to say, it was delicious. I definitely did not eat it, by the way. Okay, sorry. I need to go drink some water. I feel like I just swallowed part of the Earth. Part of the geosphere is what's on the Earth's surface, which happens to be 70% covered by water. Okay, and now my socks feel wet, so I gotta go change them. The Earth's hydrosphere is just what we call all the water that we have here. Water isn't just in the oceans, though. It's in lakes, rivers, streams, brooks, inlets, deltas, water fountains, puddles, water bottles, and even in our bodies. Every living thing needs water to survive. So, technically, we're all part of the hydrosphere. Technically. Okay, so while we may or may not be part of the hydrosphere, we're definitely a part of another sphere. The biosphere. If the hydrosphere contains all the water, then the biosphere contains all life on Earth. Every living thing is part of the biosphere, as well as the land we live on. So that means I'm part of the biosphere, you're part of the biosphere, dogs, cats, horses, sharks, whales, bugs, Marla the mouse. Oh, yeah, and even your little sister is part of the biosphere. Wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. I'm gonna have to check on that. The last part of the geosphere is super important, and it's also invisible. Watch, I'm gonna eat some of it. And there it is, good as new. I'm talking about the atmosphere. The big, beautiful layer of air that surrounds the Earth. If you're a fan of breathing, then I know you're gonna like the atmosphere, because I'm a big fan of breathing. Outside of the atmosphere, there's only space, but space isn't part of the geosphere, so we don't need to talk about it here. It's hard to actually tell where the atmosphere stops and space starts, because, it's just air. But, apparently the air gets pulled in by the gravity, which doesn't make sense, because air is not solid or anything, but that doesn't even really matter because, never mind. It's just math. So look at that. We just discovered all the parts of the geosphere. Core, mantle, crust, hydrosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. We just dissected the entire Earth. Are we pros or what? Next week, I'll show you the 3 kinds of rock. Easy peasy. And that's a wrap on the first half of Quick Snips with Chris.
And cut.
Yes! Man, I'm done.
Good job getting halfway.
Thanks.
Man, I forgot to grab you that time.
Well, you know what? The audience has seen you guys grab me every time, so they'll live. What does that switch do? It's like been here all year. Uh-oh.